Hello. I've been gone for a long time. I was finishing with school and moving and whatnot, but yeah. Today, I'm going to show you how to read guitar chords. And what you may want to get is really simple. It's like $5. Just go get a guitar chord book. This is the one I'm using. I got it from Barnes & Nobles, and it's only $4.99. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now, when you're reading chords, there are the chords go in order as A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So those are your basic chords. You have your majors, your minors, and then all the extra stuff like the flats, the sharps, augmented, sevenths, and all that stuff. But I'm going to show you how to read the major chords on all of them, and then from there you'll be able to learn finger placement, from there. So you have to know that your fingers, first of all, are labeled by numbers. So your index finger is 1, your middle finger is 2, your ring finger is 3, and your pinky is number 4. Your thumb doesn't count because you don't use your thumb for making chords. I mean, you shouldn't. It could really mess up your thumb. So, like in this book, here's an A. 1, 2, 3, that's just where you place your index, your ring, and your index, your middle, and your ring, sorry. And represented are the strings. The X up here, this string right here, is going to be your big E. This is A, D, G, B, E. So you just have to place your fingers along the bar. Now what I mean when I say along the bar is in the book it has 1, 2, 3, but it has them all on the 2nd fret. As you can see, the spaces right here are represented of the fret. There's the top of your guitar. Here's the 1st fret, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And if it is going to be on a different chord, like let's say they have another way of making an A in here, and it has a 5, which means you start out on the 5th fret is where you would put your fingers. But I'll discuss what this means and whatnot in just a minute. So when you're doing it, this one tells you 1, 2, 3, which is these 3 fingers, but when making an A chord, I find it's easier to use 2, 3, 4. So your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky finger. And what you would do is just like the chart says, 1, 2, and 3 right here. So you skip these first 2 frets right here. This is 1, there's 2. E and A. Then place your middle finger on the 2nd fret, your ring finger right next to it, and your pinky right next to it, and strum. And that's an A chord. There are times when you'll see something like this, which is, well, this is a B major. I honestly never use B major, I always use B minor, but this is for specifics. So the 1 from this side to the other means that it's a bar chord, which means you lay your finger across and then place your other fingers accordingly. So here, this is on the 2nd fret, and these are on the 4th frets. You bar your finger up on the 2nd. So it says here and here, or your A and E. Just place your index finger across it like a bar and hold it down. Then place your next fingers on the corresponding chords. So it would be down on the 4th fret, D, G, and E, which is where you would put your last 3 fingers. So yeah, this one's really hard to make. Like I said, I never use it, but now fuck that chord. So next up you have your C chord. This one's really easy. So like I said before, just put your fingers where it is. Here's your 1st fret, your 2nd fret, and your 3rd fret. So take your index finger as the 1, put it on the B, skip over, put your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and then put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Then when you strum, you get a C chord. I meant your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. My bad. After the C is a D if you've learned your alphabet right. This one's straightforward as well. It's your second fret where your index and your middle go, and your ring finger goes on the third fret. So, index finger goes on the second fret of the G string, middle finger goes on the second fret of the E string, ring finger goes on the third fret of the B string. E chord is also simple. 1, 2, 3. Middle and ring finger on A and D. Index finger up on top of the first fret of the G string again. Kind of like a Spanish guitar one. The book does an F chord like this. I do it like this without this one right here. So just like that. So index finger on the B string, first fret, middle finger on the G string, second fret, ring finger on the third fret of the D string. And last but not least, my favorite chord, the G. So this, I also put my pinky on this right here, so it does both of them. I'll show you. Middle finger, third fret E string, index finger, second fret A string, ring finger on the third fret of the B string, and your pinky on the third fret of the E string, the lower E string. That's the best chord. So I was just rewatching this and I noticed that I didn't show you. Whoops. Pinky, ring, index, middle. Still's the best chord. Now, as you're going along, it's gonna take some time, but you'll adjust to doing, getting used to your chords and your finger switching and whatnot. It'll just start to come natural. Throughout the rest of my videos, if I'm using chords, I'm gonna be holding up this book so I can show you how to do like the chords and whatnot. So you just follow along through that, and that should be good. Yeah. So I'm actually going to get started on some new videos soon. I've just been kind of busy and whatnot lately, but like a good example, I don't know. I'll give you an example of one thing. You can, some people will do like piano stuff on guitar. So Let It Be by the Beatles. Somebody that'll take you out and do you right. Well, come here, baby, and let daddy show you what I feel like. Oh crap, I really hope Usher does not call me on that one. Ooh. Yeah. So get to practicing. I'll put up some videos shortly, how to play some songs, and yeah, we can go from there. Thank you for watching, and as always, subscribe and whatnot. Yeah. Go Lakers!